It's 2007. Dave Letterman.
Thank you very much. Are you like me? Can you hardly wait to do your last-minute Christmas shopping? I want to tell you, what better way to kick off the new year than with crushing credit card debt? You know, this time of year, a lot of new laws go into effect. There's a brand new law beginning, I think, yesterday. It's illegal to gamble online naked. You can't do it. No. But legally, it's going to be a huge year. The courts are finally going to rule now on which one is Kate Blanchett and which one is Kate Winslet. So they're really going to figure that out. But my New Year's resolution, do you make New Year's resolutions? Mine this year is not to piss off Rosie O'Donnell. That's I can do that. How many folks are in Times Square for the New Year's Eve celebration? Well, congratulations, you cheated death. But here in the United States, in New York City, they celebrate New Year's by dropping a ball off the roof. In Iraq, they celebrate by dropping the dictator through the floor. So they executed Saddam Hussein, so I guess that means that whole Iraqi thing is over. We can all go home now. Now, here's sad news. James Brown passed away.
Yeah.
That's too bad. So you know what that means? The hardest working man in show business is now Regis Philbin. True story. There's Paul Schaefer, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much. By the way, before we begin the program, I just want to take a second here on behalf of Paul and myself to be the very first to wish you people a very happy, happy New Year.
Yeah, well.
And if you know anything about me at all, if you've read the various periodicals or if you've followed me to the house, you know... You know that what I really am deep down inside is a people person. So here's what I don't understand. I was talking to the audience about this a minute ago, and Paul, I don't know if you've experienced anything like this, but families, God bless families. I mean, aren't they? That's it. That's the rock solid, fundamental. That's the foundation. That's who you turn to.
Absolutely.
That's what you want.
Yes.
That's the only thing you can count on in life. There's only one or two things you can take for granted, and it's your family. And by God, they're going to be there.
Well, you don't mean
I don't mean you take them for granted.
No.
Well, maybe I do.
But yeah.
So why is it when you finally get them all together and pack them into a house, why does that go haywire? And it doesn't go haywire. It goes haywire immediately.
Instantly.
And then and I don't want to embarrass anybody by describing with too great a detail my holiday, but. Yeah. There comes a time when all I really wanted to do was fill my pockets with stones and walk into the ocean. That's all I really... I mean, I felt like I was the guy who came to take a look at the sprinklers.
That's all.
Do you ever get that?
Yeah. I'm sorry to hear.
And you get to be a certain age, and what happens? Time just flies by.
Yeah.
It goes by like a rocket.
Yeah.
Unless you're spending that time with your relatives.
Then, yeah.
Anyway, where was I? Speaking of family, congratulations to one of our writers, Jeremy Weiner. He and his wife, Christina, have a brand new baby girl, ladies and gentlemen, Avery Lauren Weiner. This is their second girl. Avery joins her big sister Anna in the Weiner family, and she was 27th of December 2006, almost the New Year's baby. And there's like a $1,000 bonus if you're the New Year's baby. A lot of people are shooting for that every year. The little girl, she's a big little thing, 8 pounds, 3 ounces.
Ooh, it is.
20 and a half inches tall, so God bless her. Congratulations to Jeremy and his wife, Christina. Brand new baby girl, Avery. Ladies and gentlemen, let me tell you about the...
Oh.
Huh?
Yes. No, go ahead.
Let me tell you about the show tonight. Here's a guy who's been on the show many times, been in show business a long time. Paul's known him forever. They're both Canadians. A tremendous guy. He's been.
Whatever that's for, we'll take it.
Yeah, it's all right. And he's with him tonight. He's got the Stanley Cup.
Yeah.
But what a tremendous guy, what a wonderful entertainer. And Paul and I went to see him in his Broadway show, Fame Becomes Me, about a month ago or something. Right. And I'd never seen Marty Short other than in films and on television and when he would do our show. And he always knocked me out. I thought, well, this guy's tremendous. He's unbelievable. But you go down there to see him in this production, this one-man show, which is kind of a joke because there are other people in the show. It's the most entertaining 2 hours you'll ever see.
That's right.
I don't care. Show me the best movie out right now. It is still his show more entertaining than whatever movie is out right now.
Let me name a movie.
Name a movie, yes.
Apocalypto.
Yes.
More
well, no, wait a minute.
What? Oh, okay, all right.
And if you haven't seen the show Fame Becomes Me, too bad you screwed up because it's closing now at the end of this week.
This Sunday.
Yeah, they opened it up last spring and it's run all through the thing. And a tremendous experience, and it was a complete sellout success. But the good news is in about a year, he's going to take it on tour to certain cities. But if you didn't see it here and he finds out you didn't see it here, he ain't coming to your town.
Yeah. No, I don't blame him.
Yeah, but a tremendous man. Martin Short is on the program. Also, Donald Logue is joining us tonight, ladies and gentlemen. The Knights of Prosperity is a brand new program, premieres tomorrow night at 9 p.m. It's the Knights of Prosperity. The star of that program, Donald Logue. How about that? You know who's kicking themselves over the Saddam Hussein thing is the Super Bowl people, the NFL. Because they were in there, they wanted to do this at halftime. That's what they were, and so they're really scrambling now because they thought, well, last year Paul McCartney, this year a hanging.
Yeah, exactly. Too bad.
No, last year was Mick Jagger, wasn't it?
Whoever it was. Who was.
Exactly right. This is kind of a bittersweet thing. I was going through my mail this morning. Yeah, this is it right here. Yeah, this made me kind of sad.
What's that?
Well, look at this. That made me feel...
Very sweet.
See what it says in there?
What did he write?
Let's get together after the new year. And just about now, Hitler's showing him around hell.
Yeah.
So they're getting together. Thank you. Did I mention that he's got the Stanley Cup?
This is the champagne room, he's saying.
Oh, my gosh and golly. And the other thing is, whenever there's a big story, and here's the thing and I've said this all along, you murder hundreds of thousands of people.
Yeah.
You gas people just because they're in a different sect from you. You butcher your fellow citizens. You poison and kill millions of people. It's going to catch up to you.
Yeah.
But what I don't understand is when somebody will jump on the bandwagon. You know what I'm talking about? Somebody will jump on the bandwagon when something like this goes down, and I mean that literally.
Down. You're saying that somebody is trying to commercialize this?
That's exactly what I'm saying.
I hate
Did you
that.
see, huh? Did you see, huh?
No,
Did you see, huh? You know what I'm talking about?
No, I don't
huh?
What?
Huh?
No, I haven't seen. No, I didn't see.
Take a look.
With so many different cell phones on the market these days, the choices can be overwhelming. So if you need help sorting it all out, visit your local Verizon wireless store to see our unbeatable selection of camera phones. From entry-level models to state-of-the-art, we've got the perfect phone for all your needs. Whether you're just saying hi to a friend, witnessing a racist rant at a comedy club, or secretly recording a madman's execution. Verizon, we're there for you.
Ouch. Ouch. Well, is there a guy back there?
Where is that guy?
Excuse me. Pardon me. Excuse me, sir. Hi, how are you? Can I help you with something?
That's a guy.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, it's time for great moments in presidential speeches. Here we go.
That the only thing we have to fear is fear itself. Ask not what your country can do for you. Ask what you can do for your country.
Barney is my dog.
Here was the problem. I don't, because I don't want family members squirming. Here was the problem. Here was the wild card. Everybody but me got sick. And it wasn't just like we have a cold, it was the...
Oh, that went around.
Yeah, it went around, and it was just, like dominoes falling. And in fact, the actual dominoes, one of the kids got into some dominoes.
All fell over.
Just crazy.
Yeah.
And that'll ruin anybody's holiday.
Sure.
Huh?
Yeah.
Well, thank you for that unqualified support.
Because when dominoes fall...
Never mind. Now it's time for Small Town News. Here we go.
Small town news. Take the small town news. Take the news from the small town news. Take the small town news.
Yeah. All right, these are actual items from small town newspapers. Well, it's not really a small town. This is from the Toronto Star as a help wanted ad. Waitress, waiter, full part-time, weekend 7 a.m. to 3, squirrel required. What are they doing up there in Toronto that you be a waiter or you got to bring your own squirrel? I don't know.
Ask Marty when it comes up.
Yeah, exactly. This is from the Hamburg Penny Saver here in New York State. Hair and snow removal. Call Shirley for electrolysis. Appointment only. Call Dan for snowing, plowing, commercial and private. Hair and snow removal.
Either way.
Yeah. The Montmorency County Tribune, this is in Michigan. It's a correction in last week's Hillman Happening column. The bombing of Pearl Harbor was incorrectly attributed to the Germans, not the Japanese. The Japanese. Just want to clear that up. Clear that up. Germans, not the Japanese. Not the Japanese, not the Germans. Yeah.
Japanese.
This is from the Florence Times in Alabama. Take a look at this. Not a surprise there. Okay. Go figure.
Yeah.
Here's an ad from the Seattle Times. Pacemaker, used for sale by original owner, needs battery. Owner bought later model. Bought the later model. $2,000 their best offer. That's not bad for a pacemaker, my friend. You can do a lot worse. This is from the DeWitt, Arkansas era Enterprise. And I've said this for years. I remember years ago I started talking about this, and then PETA shut me down.
What is that?
Remember that, Paul? I said, oh, no, go out and and make the perfect gift.
Yeah.
This is from the Mail Star, Halifax, Nova Scotia, one of the maritime provinces.
Maritime provinces, exactly right. Yes.
Self-taught taxidermist Ivan Dagley has created some unique visual art with squirrels slain by his cat and neighborhood cats.
Yes. That's beautiful. That's beautiful.
I think the folks are more upset about the hanging than they are about that.
I saw the nativity scene. It was absolutely gorgeous.
Done with the squirrels?
Dead squirrels, yeah. Slain by his cats
and neighborhood cats.
Neighborhood
yeah,
cats.
That's right. Yeah. This is from the Tremonton leader in Utah. Here you go. Who is this? If you recognize this person, please call Ladine Jepson. She found a roll of film and it was developed, and she hasn't been able to identify anybody in the photos. Who's that? Who is that guy? Who is that guy?
Here, let's go.
This is from the Lovell Chronicle in Wyoming Law Enforcement News. A woman reported that her lawn ornaments were placed into a sexually suggestive arrangement. And why not?
I hate when that happens.
And why not?
I hate that.
If you can't... If your lawn ornaments can't simulate sex, the terrorists have won. You can take that to the bank. And this is from the Muncie Star Press, Muncie, Indiana. It's a pretty good story. Batman named president of Ball Memorial Hospital.
Small town! That's small town news! Take the small town news! Take this news from Letterman to get small! Small town! Small town news! Take the small town news!
Wow, thank you so much, Paul. Martin Short is here, Donal Logue. We'll be right back with tonight's top 10 list, everybody. Martin Short is here tonight. Good, I like Martin Short. And Donal Logue, he is the star of a program called Nights of Prosperity.
Yes.
You can see the first show tomorrow night at 9 p.m. On ABC, on another network. Yeah,
Sure.
ladies and gentlemen, let's do this. It's tonight's top 10 list. Let's do this. There was going to be a whole deal with Siegfried and Roy.
The halftime show?
Yeah, and Saddam.
Yeah. So in other words, they would hang him and then he would come back to life. They'd hang him again.
That's right. That's exactly right.
Yeah. Down and up, yeah. Pow!
A lot of that. That would have been huge. Coincidentally, top 10 things overheard outside Saddam Hussein's execution.
Oh, that was... outside.
Talk about and this is what you behave that way, it's going to come back and bite you in the ass. As they've got him ready to go, he's being heckled at his own execution.
Heckled, man.
You suck!
Yeah.
Hey, come on. I know. Look, how do you think I got here? You think I don't know that now? Do I need to hear that? Here we go, Paul. Top 10 things overheard outside Saddam Hussein's execution. Number 10, would it have killed him to wear a tie? Number 9, you know, he left his entire estate to the Boys and Girls Club of New Jersey. Well, that's nice. Number 8, $4 for a goat dog. Number 7, I loved it when Chemical Ali sang Wind Beneath My Wings. 6, not what he had in mind. Number 5, Let's Start the Wave. Number 4, Is it too soon to start hitting on his wives? Number 3, Ryan Seacrest did a nice job on the countdown. Number 2, Uday and Kusei wanted to be here, but they were too busy rotting in hell, and...
They wanted to be here.
They wanted to be here, sure, yeah. Number 1 thing overheard outside of Saddam Hussein execution, he's dropped faster than Bush's poll numbers. Yeah, the trap, there's going to be a drum roll. The trap door goes open. Big puff of smoke.
Yeah.
And then everything's disappeared.
He's gone.
Yeah, and then he's in the end zone taking a bow.
That was... I don't know why. He's okay.
He's okay, that's He's okay. Good night, everybody. On Sunday, our first guest sadly ends his critically acclaimed run of Fame Becomes Me at Broadway's Bernard B. Jacobs Theater. Ladies and gentlemen, here's a good friend, the always entertaining Martin Short. Nice to see you. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Now listen, I tried to explain this earlier, but this show, Fame Becomes Me, what a tremendous evening. What a great piece of entertainment this is. Top to bottom, it's funnier than anything you'll see. There's dancing, there's talented people, there's all kinds of stuff going on. There's some historical data about you and your family.
Yes, there is.
Yes, but overall, it's a tremendous night of theater.
Well, that is the kindest
You
thing.
should be...
I can't imagine
Oh,
you
congratulations
being,
to you,
saying
sir.
anything kinder. Thank you so
It was
much.
just a lovely thing, and sadly now it's coming to its end of the run.
Well, I think it's important to know when it's time to exit, when you've been there long enough.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think...
Unless you're a sitting U.S. president, of course, then it gets confusing. Well, that's, first of all, thank you so much. That's ridiculously great.
When Paul and I were there the night, it was just tremendous.
Well, it was so, we were so excited to have you there, and it was surprising to see you with actually 2 paid escorts. I mean, that was just not expected. It was not expected, but they were lovely guys. And,
What? Hey, wait a minute.
well, let me just say, first of all, thank you. It's the kindest thing.
I was knocked out. I really was knocked out.
Well,
because I didn't know what to expect. I knew it would be good, but I just thought, this is better than anything
Well,
I see.
having done this show for 30 years, you thought I'd stink?
No, but it's just that it was so good. You know what I mean? I mean, I wasn't prepared for it being better than anything I'd seen in the last 5 or 6 years.
Well, thank you. So I think we probably pumped it up because you were there, because it's like having...
No,
that's true. Listen, when you do these shows, you only get excited because you always know who's out there. I mean, I literally, one night, truthfully, was like, Joey Buttafuoco's up there. I mean, yes, it's you, but it's still, we're excited to have anyone there because we've done it 8 times that week.
I see.
So anything, but they were very excited, and you were like wildly kind. And
Time Magazine called it one of the 10 best productions of the year.
Well, that's very, very kind.
Yeah. Now, tell us about.
First of all, let me just say, Happy New Year to you.
Oh, thank you, and same
And
to
you look, I tend to repeat myself because I have no material. But, and in the past I've come up and complimented you, but I'm telling you, this year particularly, I don't know, I know you've come off of vacation, you look fantastic.
No,
if you can see what I'm seeing up close.
Thank you. That I don't...
You see, I think they know there's a lot of trickery in show business, and usually, there's double-sided tape on the lens. But to see you up close like this,
Double-sided tape.
it's unbelievably. Is it the tantric sex? What is it?
I don't know.
Have you had a thread lift?
A thread lift? No, I don't know what that is.
You've stuck to the Jenny Craig. I mean, I can't wait for you to do that big monologue in the bikini bottoms like you promised.
That might happen, sure. Yeah.
But I saw on the monitor. I said, "What is Dr. McDreamy hosting for?"
Yeah, well, that's very, very clear.
Yeah. But we're going to St. Bart's.
Oh, it's beautiful.
We
now.
close on Sunday and go to
St.
St. Bart's.
Yeah, you and your family, we're going to go?
My wife and I are going to.
Yeah, that's very nice. Yeah. Does she like it down there?
Yeah, well, you'll go down there, don't you?
Occasionally,
sometimes? Yeah. It's very lovely. Yeah. We went there. We were there 2 years ago, and sounds like a made-up lie story, but I swear to God, this is a true story. There's a body surfing beach there.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, and I'll get you a map later. We'll do that. And at one point, a wave hit my wife, and she was in a two-piece, and she hit the wave, and she stood up, and her top was off, and she screamed over to me, "Can you believe how big these are?" No, it's true, though. Yeah.
She's talking about how big the waves were.
Oh, yes, the waves. Oh, no. Well, what did you think? Did you have a nice Christmas? Was it fun with Harry? It's a perfect day.
Yes, it was nice. It was nice. We had all of the family together in what turned out to be a really confining space.
So it's 1 year in the big house, 1 year in the trailer. Is that how it works?
We won't make that mistake again. And how about you?
Do you get quiet in those situations, or do you get really giddy?
No, I'm always reminded of, this is why I used to drink. When you find yourself in this, because if you're drunk, everything is fine. Everything is fine.
Absolutely true.
That's right. Yeah. Right. We'll be right back here with Martin Short, everybody.
We're almost hit every other minute.
Yeah, that's right. Martin Short is here, ladies and gentlemen, also Donal Logue. And tell me about a story from when your kids were young at Christmas time, you and the family and so forth, because it's more pressure than it really should be.
Well, Christmas I adore. I really do. I watch, It's a Wonderful Life about 40 times, and then, just go around saying, "Clarence, take me to Mary."
Yeah.
That's all. And into whatever question I'm asked. And but my kids are 23, 20, and 17, and they still believe in Santa. Now, I don't know if that's right or wrong.
I don't think it's wrong.
Well, I don't think it's perfect. But we've homeschooled them, and that's been our choice.
Now that seems like it might be a mistake.
But there was one year where we had all, the kids were like Catherine was like 5 and Oliver was 2.5, and we had a new baby, and Nancy had pulled her back and now was in bed.
Because of the size of the waves? That's right.
See, you are as sharp as ever.
I haven't lost it.
And
lost a step. Yeah.
No. So she had pulled her back, and I was trying. And she was like worried that, things were going to be. It was going to be a terrible Christmas Eve, and Oliver, the middle child, who was 2.5, had the stomach flu, and I was running around making sure everything was perfect, and I was cutting up, oysters and putting them on platters, and was singing songs and rocking babies, and no, honey, it's all great, and running upstairs, and I just take it. And finally, I was about to set up the toys for Catherine, or for the kids for Christmas and Santa, and I heard Oliver. Catherine was in bed, and I heard Oliver crying. I go upstairs, and I lay down beside him, and I fell asleep. And then in Christmas morning, my daughter came in and said, "He didn't come. All your threats, and you were right. He actually didn't come."
Oh, no.
So I had to run downstairs. And I said,
"Oh, my goodness."
And there were presents over there. I said, I heard noise. And so I thought I had to wrestle them from Santa. I had to do this elaborate,
that's
sick.
Heartbreaking.
It was terrible.
Very, very sweet and very heartbreaking.
Well, it's both. And
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
why I've kept them in the house.
I see. Yeah. Now, when you're doing a show, and believe me, I've never seen a guy, a man, anybody work as hard as you do in this musical, your one-man show. But it must change every night from show to show, doesn't it? It's really not the same.
Well, you know, the one part that has kept it kind of fun for me is that at one section in the show, I actually have a heart attack, and oh no, I'm struck by lightning. Good, I don't even know the show. I'm struck by lightning. You know what? Because it was for about a week in previews.
It was a heart attack.
And I'm struck by lightning for lying so much, because I lie constantly about my life in the show, and now Jiminy Glick takes over, and then there's often a celebrity that comes up.
Right.
You know, everyone, you know, Paul did it. Paul did it, and for some reason decided to scream in the top of his lungs throughout the whole interview. But he was fabulous, and they
I
loved
thought
it.
we were in the theater and you project. What do I know?
Well, where are we in the forum?
We're here, we project, we talk loud.
So this is what he was doing.
This is a place where we gotta reach the back row. I don't know what you're doing. I'm doing theater. I don't know what you're doing.
I kept saying to him, what exactly is the drug that you're on now? And it was...
I'm high on life!
That's what he was doing.
Damn it!
That's what he was doing. It was insane. We had Mel Brooks on. I said, what's your big beef with the Nazis? No, so we've had a lot
What did he say? What did he say?
Well, he didn't scream at the top of his lungs like a mental case. I'll tell you, he didn't do that.
No, he said that they were rude. They were rude.
They were rude. That's right.
So where were we? The audience is different, like a matinee.
Well, you know, they vary all the time. You know, I mean, like a Thursday night is a very good night because it's payday. No, it's true. In the theater, that's payday. And Saturday night, they're kind of sluggish because they're drunk.
Right.
And there's certain lines that you can know that, like, you know, there's one line I'm coming out and it's kind of a Irving Cohen character, and I'm talking about Paris Hilton. I said, she may be a Hilton, but she stoops like a Motel 6. And thank you.
Exactly.
But, you know, sometimes it kills, and sometimes you just hear that. And you know it's going to be a long night ahead of you at that time.
That's just awful. Now listen, when we come back, can I beg you for a song? Do you have one?
You know,
in you?
I
All right, fine. We'll be right back. Here now, soon to be available. This is the cast album.
It's a cast album.
Fame Becomes Me. And people can start looking for the road production of the show in about a year, is that
Yes.
right? Wow. Well, doing other things in between.
Well, you know, it's some hand modeling that I'm very interested in. Look at that. How are you? Let me pick it up for you. See?
Now, is there a song? Do you have a song?
Well,
You have to rush off to the theater.
I mean, if I guess I do have a song. It's the New Year, Dave, and again, you've been so kind to me in my show, and I would like to.
Tremendous show, tremendous effort. You should
You're
be very
a
proud.
tremendous host of all the late night hosts.
No, please don't.
I'm serious.
No, I wish you wouldn't say this.
You are in the top 5 as
top
far
5.
as I'm concerned. And
That's pretty good. Thank
it's
you.
not bad at all because there's a 6th person.
No, I don't want you
person.
sitting here while you sing.
Then I could sit.
No,
just
don't sit.
Oh,
no, don't
the
sing.
New
No, don't sing.
come
No,
up.
don't sing anywhere near
Well,
me.
then why don't I just
Right
wander over here?
Right
then?
over there is fine.
Okay,
Martin
there's
Short.
a whole stage.
Yeah, right
Thank
over
you
there,
so
ladies and
much.
gentlemen.
You know, in my business, or in our business, around this time of year, when the Earth completes a revolution around the sun, if you choose to believe Galileo, which I do not, we call it the New Year. And do you remember the New Year's Eve we first met, Dave? Do you remember that?
Yes,
It was
I
so
do.
much fun. You
Right.
were Captain Hook in the bus and truck production of Peter Pan. And I remember you were years ahead of Johnny Depp playing the pirate as gay. I thought it was brave, and I...
Thank you very much.
The critics didn't get it. But I remember I learned something from that night, watching you hit on the cocktail waitresses when the New York comes to greet you. And it was like you were meeting a lovely lady for the first time New Year's. And she is a lovely lady. And you can't just be a prop with her. You have to be a gentleman and give her proper due. In fact, I think I can better explain with this perfect marriage of words and music. Paul. You've got to treat Lady New Year kindly. You've got to give her your respect. Then she'll pop your cork and give your horn a blow. When that clock approaches 12 bells, you count down from 10 to 1. Then you'll feel that midnight stroking head to toe. So in closing, Mr. Letterman, here's a tip when the calendar calls. Find your proverbial Times Squares and drop your balls. Just remember, the New Year is a lady. The New Year is a lady. So don't gag on that noisemaker, or you'll make her your heartbreaker, and you'll kiss your lady bye.
We'll be right back with Donald Logue. How about that, Marty Short?
Always delivers.
Tremendous.
Hilarious.
Yep. Our next guest stars in a new television comedy program entitled The Knights of Prosperity. It premieres tomorrow night at 9 p.m. Please welcome Donald Logue, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back.
Thank you. It's good to be back. Paul wrote the theme song for the TV show.
That's exactly right. Knights of Prosperity. Hilarious show.
And fantastic
I
song.
loved working on it. It was great.
Thank you. Thank you.
Let's tell me about the trip you took recently. I don't know how recently. Yeah, I guess a month or two ago. You and the kids drive
Right,
across
we finished
country.
filming the 13th episode of Knights of Prosperity, and I had months before that shipped. Has anyone ever shipped a car out across the country?
No.
Don't do it. And so they lost it. And they're
They
like,
lost
I'm
your
like,
car.
where is this? In Arizona? Is it North Dakota? They're like, we can't tell you. So anyway, it shows up, but after the show's done, and I'm home for Thanksgiving. So I get my kids, and I take them out of school, and I say, to hell with it. I'm going to take them out of school, and I'm going to bring them back to New York, and we're going to drive all the way across the country.
That
we go up
sounds like
to
a great
Quebec and
idea.
Montreal. We go through Flint, Michigan to visit their grandparents. It was a fantastic idea.
Yeah.
And my friend Steve Freejack came with me, and we hit some casinos along the way. And
The kids love that, don't they?
they've got their portable Nintendos, man. They just stay in the car. Actually, we got.
Oh, God.
Hey, wait in the car with your brother. They're 5 and 7. I left some Red Bulls in there for you. All right. So we go to this one place and we get a babysitter, and it's just the horrifying. Like the state should show up and take me away, because I come back and my 7-year-old's like, Dad, that babysitter just kept saying the S word. So anyway, it was. But we had a.
This is a casino babysitter?
Yeah, well.
Wow.
I didn't even know she was a babysitter. She was hanging around the hotel, you know what I mean? But anyway, it was a fantastic trip. We went to Mount Rushmore, Niagara Falls, and the Grand Canyon. And,
Good.
Yeah.
And Christmas, had a nice Christmas, I
Christmas
guess.
was amazing.
Yeah?
Yeah,
Good.
yeah. It was. They were very concerned that Santa would have thought that they were bad because, they had been kind of bad in certain situations. So, I remember waking up to my 5-year-old screaming, "Oh my God, Finn, we weren't that bad, Santa came." So, and they have a 3-year-old sister who, you have a 3-year-old as well, yes, who was very excited because, 3 is kind of when they're really aware of the materialism side of Christmas when things are coming their way. So but their mom tells them what they get, so it doesn't. She already tells them they get these big presents, and then she justifies it by telling them that Santa can't make electronics. Elves don't have oscilloscopes and wave soldering machines and stuff. So your dad got you a PlayStation 3. So anyway.
Well, good for her, I guess.
Yeah.
And the show, Nights of Prosperity, and this is the program about which Mick Jagger's apartment will be robbed.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. Before yours.
Yeah.
No. We just decided, I had worked at a hotel here, the Regency Hotel, working midnight to 8, and it was just, it's not a good life, when you're working midnight to 8. And we and Rob Burnett, who you know very well, and John Beckerman, thought, wouldn't it be cool to have a show where someone was watching those shows that, where celebrities are prancing around talking about their $8,000 pairs of shoes. And in a weird way, I think we hope to incite some kind of political riot where people across America and across the world get up and start robbing people with more than they have. No, I'm just kidding. You don't need that many shoes. But he's a guy, he's a janitor, and he's watching Mick Jagger talk about his $50 million apartment that has a pool in it that he can't swim, only his dogs swim, and so he decides I'm gonna rob this guy, and I'm gonna get my friends to do it with me. So. And
is the lesson here that crime does pay? Crime pays.
In certain cases, yes. We try and avoid that moral side to it. My kids ask me about that. So you're a thief? No. Maybe, yeah.
And we see Mick Jagger in the program?
That's right, Mick's in the program, yeah.
So that's pretty exciting.
It's very exciting. I don't know how the hell that happened. Are you aware of what you're doing, Mr. Jagger? This is a television sitcom. But he read the script and really liked it and wanted to be part of it. And
we'll get to see it beginning tomorrow night at 9 o'clock.
Yeah.
Well, good. Happy New Year. Hope things are
Thank
great
you.
success
Good to see
for
you again.
Thank you
very
very much.
Thank you.
Donald Logue, ladies and gentlemen. We'll be right back, everybody. Very nice, Paul. Thank you very much. My thanks to Donald Logue, also Martin Short. Tomorrow on the program, Matt Lauer will be here, Artie Lang, and Augustana. That's a pretty good show. Thanks for watching. Good night, everybody.
Hello.